All right. Thanks for joining us tonight. I left it in the fridge out in the Carolina room. If you don't mind, go and get it. Okay. Tonight we're going to start off. Well, first of all, thanks for joining me again on my journey of cooking and learning how to use spices, not just salt and pepper, and exploring foods that I would have never have even placed on my plate, let alone tried. And I've been doing this now for a little bit. Tonight is Green Chef. It's pork chops. Now, there's going to be some of you out there that are going to call me out on this, okay? You're going to call me out on this, but it's pork chops with tzatziki sauce. Tzatziki. Tzatziki. Okay, I know it's a mirror thing on the camera, but you know, it's that word right there. That one. Tzatziki. I don't know how to pronounce it properly, but let me tell you what, that looks so good. And we're going to be getting to that shortly. I got to stop looking at the picture and start really focusing on the meal is what I really need to be doing. But, whew. But before we can do that, first of all, I've got some music going on here.
You got some help.
Some help.
One of your followers said tzatziki.
Isn't that what I said?
No.
It's like a sneeze, isn't it? Tzatziki. Oh, okay. Good. You know, I don't care how you pronounce it or how you spell it. It better just have some food flavor explosions in my mouth because that looks so good. Can't wait to get to it. But tonight, I got another drink out of the Home Bar Basics. Cocktails at Home Anytime by Victoria Ferguson. She owns a little shop there in Alexandria, Virginia called The Hour and the Modern Home Bar. Look them up. They've got great glassware. We've got glasses here from them. And my daughter worked for her for several years and
Worked her way through graduate school.
Worked her way through graduate school with Victoria, and just an awesome lady. But you know, the products are really cool. Go check them out. Tonight we're going to be doing Gold Rush. And if you were with us a few nights ago, we did a gin drink called Bee's Knees. You know me and my gin, I can't have any more of those, but I can do a few whiskeys. So tonight is a whiskey drink, and it's made basically the same way as a Bee's Knees. And so we're going to get to that. We're going to start off with our shaker. No, it's not me shaking. The shaker is what we're going to shake. Me, I can't. I'll throw a hip out or something. I can't shake. This is going to shake.
Is that an old man dad joke?
It's an old man dad joke. Guys, I don't know if this is the first time you've been with us, but I got my gorgeous wife, Jennifer, over here, and she's watching the comments and sections and making fun of me.
I'm just here for the cocktails.
Gawking and prepping me and pumping me up on my delicious culinary skills.
I'm just here for the cocktails.
All right. We're going to get to that. Here we go. We're going to start off with some ice.
Oh, and our little vintage ice bucket.
You know what? You know what another name for vintage is?
Old.
But it still keeps the ice cool, so we're going to keep it around. So we're going to start off with 2 ounces of bourbon. We do like rye. Rye is a really good one, and I know rye fell off the wagon years ago, but it's starting to make a comeback. The rye is, and it's got one of those distinctive flavors, and it's really good. Me, I just drink it with some ice, and you know, just sit out there. The problem is I can't sit out there right now because it's 98 degrees. All right, so we're gonna start off. I'm gonna make 2 of these, so I need to make sure I do 2 2-ounce bourbon drops. I'm not a bartender. I'm not a cook. I'm not a chef. I'm a person at home who enjoys a nice drink. That's who I am. We're going to go with our imitation freshly squeezed lemon juice.
Yeah.
Imitation.
Freshly squeezed is
It was
better.
freshly squeezed and
Freshly
poured into a
squeezed
bottle.
is better, but okay.
It calls for 3/4 of an ounce per drink. So we're going to do 2 drinks. It's 1.5 ounces. So we're going to do 1.5 ounces.
Make a mess there.
I'm making a mess there. I got it. There we go. Look at it. This is what they make paper towels for. Cleanups. Calls for the honey syrup. You know, we did this with the bee's knees. We make our own honey syrup.
Well, we did with the whiskey sour too. I prefer honey
Did
syrup.
it with the whiskey sour. Anytime a drink calls for simple syrup, we've learned
Sometimes. No, most of the time.
that the honey syrup is a great replacement. And we've actually enjoyed that. So we're going to go, it's 3/4 of an ounce per drink. I'm making 2 drinks, so we're going to go 1.5 ounces.
How do you make honey syrup?
Honey syrup, we make it 1-to-1. Some people like 3 honey to 1 water. We do 1-to-1. It's a great flavor. It doesn't water it down or anything. And it's not too sweet, overpowering sweet. So we do a 1-to-1 ratio for our honey syrup. So we got all of our liquids in the shaker.
Okay,
Now we're
shake.
going to shake and smile.
Yeah, that
Shake. That's what we're doing. We're going to pour this into a chilled coupe glass. So I'm going to go to the freezer and grab the chilled coupe glass. Chilled coupe glasses. There's our chilled coupe glasses. This is our drink. That looks
No cherries tonight, huh?
no cherries tonight. Everybody, the Gold Rush. Oh, so
Why
good.
you always give me the one you drink out of?
So good. So I can have more. So very good. But you didn't come here to watch me make a cocktail. No, you came to see how easy it is to make a meal when you have no skills like myself. And we're going to be using a Green Chef meal tonight. Green Chef meal tonight, pork chops and tzatziki.
Keeping Faith 1115 asks what's in the Gold Rush. She's coming in late.
The Gold Rush is similar to a bee's knees. It includes 2 ounces of bourbon, 3/4 of an ounce of fresh lemon juice. We use our fake fresh lemon juice. And 3/4 ounce of honey syrup. We do our own honey syrup. We do a 1-to-1 ratio. Some people like 3-to-1 honey to water, but we do the 1-to-1, and it's really good. You throw it in a shaker, and then you pour it into a chilled coupe glass, the Gold Rush. So good. Again, this book is really cool because
Ashley's giving you a wave.
hey, Ashley, it gives you a little history about the drink and who created it, and it's just an awesome book. It really is. But let's get to the meal. Let's get to the meat. Let's get to the
I'm hungry.
good stuff because I'm hungry too. I don't think I ate lunch.
You didn't. You didn't want fish.
I didn't want fish. I didn't eat lunch, which is most of the time. I don't eat lunch. I pick and...
It is delish.
So let's get to the meal. As always, our Green Chef comes in a bag. All the ingredients inside. It comes with these little menu things that you can follow along because it has the directions. And that's what I do. I follow directions. I don't mix spices. I don't come up with the meals on my own. I'm not that talented. I follow directions, and my wife over here sits, drinks the cocktails, and gives me those googly eyes, and is very highly impressed with my almost
Tammy says we have a beautiful kitchen. Thank you so much, Tammy.
culinary skills.
Tammy says we have a beautiful kitchen.
Tammy, the kitchen was a pain in my... We're here for the meal. We're here for the meal. You know, my wife, she'll say, I want this. It doesn't matter how difficult it is to do or what kind of products are included in how to do it. She wants it. Well, as a good husband, I've got to do whatever I can
Happy
to
wife,
make
happy
sure it happens. Oh, what do we got tonight? What is this? Chard? Chard? C-H-A-R-D? Is that chard? I thought that was a fish. Chard. It actually looks really good. Look how green that is. Isn't that cool? What else we got in here? Are these sunflower seeds? Sunflower seeds. Oh, here's one of my favorites.
Oh, here we go.
Pre-mixed spices. Yes. Whew.
Tito68 says her husband and she cook together all the time. I used to help him with these meals. Like, he would do the meat stuff and I would do the vegetables, but then he got like super excited and threw me out of the kitchen. And having been the one that had cooked almost our entire marriage, I was like, okay, I'm fine with that.
Artichoke hearts.
You're gonna eat them anyway.
I'm gonna eat them anyway. So let's get our cutting board out because we gotta start prepping here. Now for this meal, it says I gotta preheat the oven to 400 degrees, so I know I'm gonna be using something in the oven. I already got that going. That's already started. So I've got the oven going and preheating. Artichoke hearts. Wow.
I like them.
So let's get the knife. Some people call it a chef knife. Some people call it a kitchen knife. You know what? I call it, I do everything with knife. That's what I call it. Now, the last couple of days I've used it, and I've had some messages, you know, you can't do that. You're going to dull the blade. Yeah, I'm going to dull the blade, and I'm going to hope that my little sharpener here keeps the blade nice and sharp, because I don't want to have a bunch of scissors and other knives out to do things. Why can't I just do it with the one?
Yes, now I can have the toddy and let him spoil me with the meal. That's exactly right.
That is
So good. This is really good. We've never had this. We've never had this cocktail before. We should say that.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
new.
this is a new cocktail
Yeah,
we haven't
this
had
is not
before.
one we've had before.
We're
It's
working
good.
our way through this book, but it's really good. Okay. So we got to preheat the oven. We're going to half the grape tomatoes. We got these grape tomatoes. They're really good.
Oh, you know
So we're gonna
what? Rachel
half
Ray
them.
has a really good tip with that, but we don't have the stuff. Rachel Ray says if you use like the lid of a container and put it on top of it, we might have a lid to a container and just slice it.
But why can't I just
You do it
use
all
a
at one
knife?
time.
Do it all at one
Yeah,
time?
she puts them all and then puts the little lid for a container on top of it and then slices them all at one time.
I didn't plan or prep that.
I know,
So
but
I'm gonna...
Rachel Ray is genius.
Well, Rachel Ray has a home cooking show. I have no culinary experience whatsoever. So I mean, look at me. I'm using a one knife
I was
for
trying to-
everything that I'm doing.
I was just trying to help. Okay. All right. No more tips from me.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
I'll drink.
Okay.
I'll just drink and watch.
You just watch
Mm-hmm.
with those little eyes. Amazed at my culinary skills.
Thankfully, the camera's not on me. Yes, Rachel is so clever. I agree. It's a great tip.
She is clever. She's been doing it for years. I've only been cooking for a few weeks or so. Okay, she's got tons of stuff. Me, I have a piece of paper giving me directions. So we're gonna half these. These look really good. They smell really good. We're gonna half these tomatoes. Tomatoes.
No.
So while I'm cutting all these halves, let me know where you're from. We're over here on the east coast of South Carolina, where it is a balmy 98 in the shade during the day.
It's even too hot to swim.
About 94 in the shade at night.
Oh, we got somebody from Virginia, Missouri.
Missouri. What part of Missouri? Let me know what part of Missouri.
He's from the Midwest originally. That's why
Awesome.
he's asking.
Good. Well, I grew up in Iowa, in Cedar Rapids there, and visited Missouri quite a few times. In fact,
Aw,
when
Tammy says we seem like so much fun. She's from Connecticut.
We
are
are.
so much fun.
we are, you can just ask any of our one friend.
Stop. Oh, you got someone from California, Sacramento.
Nice.
Never been to
Sacramento.
California. We've never been to California. We want to get all the way over there. We have not been yet.
I think as far as I've been is New Mexico, maybe.
Well, yeah.
That's probably
I've
about as
been
far
to
as I've been.
Texas and Oklahoma. That's as far as I've been.
We're gonna roughly chop the garlic, and this thing comes with real garlic cloves.
And it's already peeled.
It's already.
It's amazing. It
peeled.
gives
They
you the
smell-
right amount, and it's already peeled.
They smell really good. Well, we're gonna roughly chop these. Let me get a bowl. We're gonna roughly chop these. Man, they smell good. Missouri. So when my oldest was going to school in Middle Illinois, there.
Southern Illinois. She was
Is
a
it
southern.
Southern?
It was Southern Illinois. It's the very
Okay,
bottom.
it's in the middle Southern Illinois.
Carbondale.
Right there in Carbondale. We were living in Louisiana at the time. We'd have to drive up through and make that turn off of, I believe it was I-55 maybe or something like that. And right there in Missouri, well, if we would have made a left instead of a right, we went in a small town, and I can't remember what the town is, but they have a Lambert's. It's a Throwed Rolls restaurant, and they have there's only two that I know of in existence right now. One is down in Foley Beach,
Yes.
Alabama,
And that's the one we've been to.
and the other one is in that small town of in Missouri.
That's where rolls go. So Tito68 asked how we met. So when we were in high school, I grew up here in where we're at, Conway, South Carolina. I grew up here. His parents moved here in 1989 for a job opportunity, and we met in school. We are high school sweethearts. We've been together since high school. That's how we met.
It's not how I tell the story. I tell the story that she chased me for
Whatever.
years.
Whatever.
She chased me for
Whatever.
years,
Whatever.
and you know, back in those days, you know, we didn't have social media, thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
But she sent me one of these little notes, you know,
Whatever.
across
You called me and said,
Well,
will you
these-
go out with me?
the little notes across the parking lot with the, you know, the check box, yes or no, and
You know what? No, actually,
I wanted
you
to-
didn't even call me. You had your best friend call me and asked if I would go out with you before you called me.
see, I don't remember all that. I don't remember all that. I remember you chasing me down, hunting me down.
That's not
I'm gonna
fact.
go
I went-
out
You
with
know,
that.
I went for the goofy, funny guy. Can you not tell?
I'm gonna go for that awesome guy. He's going places, just not in the kitchen.
Nice baloney patch. Ha ha. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that is.
That was a comment.
I don't know what that is.
Nice baloney patch. Ha ha.
All right. So right now I'm chopping this garlic. Smells really good. I like the way that garlic smells. So I'm chopping this garlic. And then we're going to do something unique I haven't done before with these meals. And we're going to place it in a boat of aluminum foil. Haven't done that before. So we're going to see where this goes. Because I'm just following directions. It's easy to be able to do this. I do want to point out that we've been doing low carb, not keto. I'm just not a keto person. I don't know if I could give up everything. You know, I still like my popcorn and I still like some other things. And
Vegetables.
but we do these low carb, and they're labeled keto low carb meals. I went from 220 pounds, and I think the other day I was at 172 maybe.
Just giving up
Just giving up
white bread and white sugar mostly.
beer, bread, and pasta.
Yeah.
Just giving up those three things. Beer, bread, and pasta. Can you imagine that? Okay, so we're going to place the tomatoes and the garlic in the center. We're still in our step one prep phase. We're going to place the tomatoes and garlic in the center of a rectangular piece of foil. Drizzle with 1.5 tablespoons of cooking oil, which we use the EVOO. Season with salt and pepper. Gently stir to coat.
You were digging on Rachel Ray. That's her thing, EVOO.
Okay, I've got extra virgin olive oil. Or should I say I have olive oil in a bottle.
No, don't.
We'll let her out
no,
here
gosh,
soon.
Jerry.
Yeah.
No, stop.
That's a fan favorite.
You know, your kids,
Of all
say,
my
your kids
tens
are
of
already
fans.
saying these are embarrassing.
I got my whole tins of fans. So we're gonna place that rectangle. I'm gonna put it on a cookie sheet, and then we're gonna place the garlic and the tomatoes. Wow, this is gonna be impressive. This is gonna be something else. Garlic and tomatoes. So I'm gonna mix those up a little bit. And then we're going to place these on the center of the foil. So the center of the foil. Granted, I haven't done this before, so we're doing this together. I don't know if you guys are using your phones or tablets, if you can see this all that well. I'll put it up to the screen here in just a minute, but that's what I'm doing is I'm putting it all on the foil. It says we're going to drizzle it with some oil. Now, granted, this is my Trader Joe's bottle. We don't have a Trader Joe's anywhere near us, so I just keep adding, olive oil we buy locally into my nice Trader Joe's bottle. We're going to drizzle some olive oil on that and some salt and pepper. If you've been on here before with us, salt and pepper are pairs. You got to move them together. They don't like being separated. They got to stay together. So we're going to do a little bit of salt. We're going to do a little bit of pepper and a little bit of dance. No, we're not dancing.
Yeah. Okay, why not? Come on.
No dance tonight. No dance tonight. We're going to season. We're going to gently stir to coat. I could just... What do you call that slice of tomato with the mozzarella and the basil thing? What do you call those? It's some type of salad. I don't know what you call it.
Caprese salad.
Caprese salad. I mean, look at that. It's the start of a nice caprese, I don't know, maybe mini chopped salad or something. But
Beth White says, looks good so far. Oh, whoa. We got somebody that says yuck.
yuck on the tomatoes and garlic or yuck on the whole thing?
Oh, you know what? That'd be your sister that says yuck.
We're going to transfer the foil
She
with
says
the
no
tomatoes.
Tracy, cooked tomatoes taste like spaghetti sauce. I don't like tomatoes, but cooked tomatoes taste like spaghetti sauce. Just saying. Tornaforte, the band.
The band.
The band commented, and they said bruschetta.
Bruschetta. What is bruschetta? Is that like a bacon ham type of thing? Is that what that is? I think that's what that is.
Well, I feel
Tornaforte.
I feel pretty special. They commented on our.
I like
show.
that. I got a rock band on here. That's really cool. You know, I got a sticker of theirs and a CD.
Yeah.
You guys, if you ever get into the Myrtle Beach area, you got to go visit this coffee house called Fresh Brewed off of Broadway. And keep checking their Facebook for a lot of these live events, including the Turna Forte Band. They've got some really cool members of that band. So we're going to put this in the oven. Oh, we're not putting it in there yet. I'm not there yet. Oh, yeah, we are. I got to go down to step 2.
See, this is what happens when
Okay.
he gets off task.
So I'm going down to step 2. We're going to transfer the baking sheet with the foil packet to the oven. We're going to roast it 18 to 22 minutes.
I need to tell Beth White a secret. Okay, that brick wall is not really a brick wall. That brick wall is, what's it called?
Vinyl?
It's a vinyl, shoot.
Hey, Google.
It's a vinyl coat, like we bought it
Vinyl
loads.
for
It's
19
vinyl.
minutes.
So we wanted to put this stuff up here, and I didn't want it on the white wall because I knew that the pots and pans would bruise the white wall. So we bought this. It has been amazing. We have it under our bars, so when people kick, it's amazing. So yeah, it's like a vinyl wallpaper. Peel and stick, easy stuff. This is now my husband's go-to. He doesn't want to paint. He doesn't want wallpaper. He wants to vinyl wall everything.
Paint is a dirty word in the house.
See, she says, girl, that looks real. Right? Doesn't it? It looks amazing.
Are you talking about me or the wall?
Not you. We're talking about the wall.
Oh, the wall. Okay, the wall.
You're not a brick house.
I'm not a brick. No, she's a brick house. I got it. I'm going to get back to cooking.
Sorry.
Or following directions is what I'm going to get to. All right, so
Sorry, girl talk.
let's see. We're going to remove and discard any thick center stems from the green shard. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I thought shard was a fish. I didn't know. I had no idea. I've been hung up on kale. Is a new favorite of mine. Kale is. I do know that kale, if you don't cook it, you got to really massage the kale to make it softer. That's what you got to do to make it edible and soft. You got to massage it. Okay. So we're going to remove and discard any thick center stems from the green shard, and then we're going to roughly chop the leaves into bite-sized pieces. See, guys, I can follow directions. Why? I didn't know I had to remove the...
Oh my goodness. My
thick
daughter, your daughter is on here asking me hair questions, and you're doing...
Does it look like I know anything about hair?
Carlos. Close enough. Answer is close enough.
You know,
Jimmy doesn't care. Just shave his head.
I don't know about you guys out there. We have 3 kids. They're all older. Our youngest he's 17, senior in high school, and
Upstairs with his buddies.
hardly ever here. So we started doing these meals just for the 2 of us. You know, for years we did big meals. She would be in the kitchen for, minutes at a time. Hours at a time.
What?
Hours at
I'm
a
getting
time.
ready to throw something at you.
And we got to the point where we were still buying that much food and trying to prepare that much food, and we get to the table and it's just the 2 of us. So we decided that we needed a change. I agreed after kicking and screaming, and I lost the bet, that I would start trying new foods. Whew. Who would have thunk I would have enjoyed the foods, and then I got to start cooking these meals, and I wrapped up in it, and I'm having a blast. So I'm doing these videos because
It's therapeutic.
anybody can do it.
It's therapeutic.
I mean, I'm making meals that taste good. It's just very cool. All right, so let's chop these leaves.
Corner Forte says they love meals. so y'all love to eat? Is
Y'all
that what
love
you're saying?
Y'all need to go check that band out, Turna Forte. I think you can get their music on Spotify or.
They made cassette tapes. Like if you're
Yeah, they're
old, if
old
you were
school.
old school, they
Yes.
made cassette tapes. We are huge supporters of local bands, local restaurants, local businesses. We try to shop local whenever we can.
All right, so I've got these chopped up. That really wasn't all that difficult. It's a lot easier than doing this shard. Shard. It didn't give me a pronunciation. It didn't tell me how to pronounce it. It just tells me how to prepare
Oh,
and
they
eat it.
didn't tell you how to pronounce it either.
Yeah, I didn't pronounce that either. But
Okay, yeah,
do I really
we should
have
tell
to?
you ahead of time. We did ask one of our son's best friends, again, these are 17-year-old boys, how to pronounce that word. So,
Okay. Let's get going. Roughly chopped artichoke hearts. Now, it doesn't look pretty.
oh, I love artichoke though.
So it says I gotta roughly chop these.
So chop it, roughly.
You know, it almost looks like those heart of palms. And do not. I found out. Okay,
Don't tell this story.
don't eat the sago hearts. Okay, don't eat the sago.
They're toxic.
It makes you sick, and then I found out that it's the only palm you cannot eat.
Yes, Danny, you missed the gold rush. And we've never had this drink before, and it was so good.
So I'm gonna roughly chop. Man, this is. So, have you guys had artichoke hearts before? It's like
It's good. Just chop it and eat it.
a slimy thing.
Just chop it and eat it.
I'm gonna attempt to chop it.
chop it,
I don't
eat
know if my knife will go through it or slide off of it. No. All right, let's roughly. Wow, is this supposed to have that thick of a skin on the outside?
Tona Forte, come get my Sagos. I don't want them. You like them so much? Come get them. They're pain.
Oh yeah, we don't want those sagos.
No, Danny, I don't think we've made a gold rush before. I think this is the first time.
Yeah, I don't think I've had a gold rush.
I mean, you could have. Like, y'all make drinks and we just drink it. We don't ask you what it is.
Oh, we may have had one, but
Yeah.
I haven't made one.
Well, I didn't remember having one.
I
But,
don't remember having one.
you know,
But after
but-
I have a couple, I don't remember much after that anyway. Really, I mean, who does? You know, after you have a few, whiskey drinks, who cares where it's gonna go? I don't care what's gonna happen. You just point me in the direction and I'll fall asleep somewhere. So, man, I don't know about these. Are these artichoke?
Stop it. Just chop it and
I mean,
eat it.
It's like
They're good.
it's like
I love artichoke.
it's almost like trying to cut into a.
You're so damn picky.
It's-
Just chop it and put it in the bowl.
It's like trying to get into what do you call those little green things?
Okay,
Oh.
so Beth is trying to figure your accent out. No, Iowa. Not Ohio. Iowa. Me, I'm from here. I'm all Southern.
Let me tell you a funny story that, not even a funny story. This goes back to,
Ooh.
I was born in Iowa, raised along the coast of Lake Michigan and Illinois, and did my teen years on the coast of South Carolina.
Okay, well, Tracy's not going to eat this meal because she doesn't like tomatoes or artichokes. Okay, y'all are definitely related.
Well, Tracy needs to expand her palate a little.
Right? Oh, yeah. You know what? She's coming down in a little over a month.
Chicken. Okay.
She's going to have to eat more than bacon wrapped Oreos.
We got to get back to
Saying.
this because we're on step 4. Okay? You just sit over there, look pretty, and give me those googly
you
eyes.
have more drink than I have.
I will give you the rest of my drink.
Thank you.
Let me stay on track here.
I got you.
We got tens of people watching us. I want to make sure that we stay on track.
All right,
because
Tracy,
it's
you
really
do
good.
eat rice, right? Right? You eat
Oh.
rice, right? Oh.
All right, so we have thing I've learned.
Beth said cheers, so I was saying cheers to her.
Oh, Beth said cheers. Okay.
Cheers to her.
So one thing I've learned is you got to make sure your meat's
Okay,
dry. You got to make sure your meat's dry, and that's something I actually learned going through these meals. It says to pat your meat dry. Now I don't know what the science is behind that.
Danny says, "Let's go quit goofing around."
I'm not, Danny. It's not me goofing around. I'm getting distracted by me having more drink.
You're the one that put your wife, who loves to talking to people on here. Sorry.
There we go. Okay.
I don't want to ignore people. It's rude,
It is rude.
right?
And here in the South, we don't ignore people.
No, we hug them.
We hug them. Bless your heart.
Bless.
Yeah, how many times I've heard that? I have been told that thousands of times. Man, if I had a nickel for every time somebody told me that.
Okay, well, you realize that's not a good thing.
I know it's not a good thing. All right, so pat the boneless chops, dry with a paper towel, place in a medium bowl, season with the fennel orange spice. That's a fennel orange spice blend. Look at that. Fennel orange spice blend. So if you guys have seen me on some of these other videos, I don't do the spices. I don't know what spices go with what meal.
Our oldest thought she hated pork chops and realized she didn't hate pork chops. She just didn't want her dad's pork chops.
They're too dry.
Well, now she's vegetarian, so...
Not because of me.
You turned her against me
Okay.
in general.
I'm gonna get back to these spices because what makes it nice and easy in these meals is as you're following directions, the spices are already pre-measured and pre-mixed, so you don't have to do anything. I mean, it's like, look at me, I'm doing the meal. So here we go. We got we're gonna season with a blend, salt and pepper, drizzle with tablespoons cooking oil, heat cooking oil in a medium oven-safe saute pan. That's important. Oven-safe. So, all my pans, like I've said before, none of them are non-stick pans because I tend to burn stuff and you can't use, a piece of sandpaper on a non-stick pan to get your stuff off. So we're going to put this over here. I do, however, spray the pan before I put the cooking oil in. I think it helps. Whether it does or not, I don't know. We're going to heat that up. We're going to heat that up. We're going to put our pork chops. Did I say that right? Pork chops. We're going to put our pork chops in a bowl. It says a medium bowl. I'm going to call this a medium bowl. We're going to mix a little bit of oil. Hey, George. It's George the dog.
Yeah. He's hoping you're going to drop something.
He's hoping I'm going to drop something. George the dog.
George.
We're going to... This all goes in there. And then we're just going to mix it. We're just going to blend it all up here. Grab the salt. Salt and pepper. Salt and pepper, because they're a pair. I mean, you can't really do with one without the other. You gotta be able to have them together. We're gonna salt. Actually, that was a pepper, wasn't it?
Did you really just screw that?
No, I wanted to make sure everybody was awake, and I haven't put anybody to sleep yet, because I think we have 4 followers. So.
And they're all related to you. So.
And they're probably all related to me. All right, so we got our pan heating with the oil. We're going to sear the pork chops, and then we're going to transfer the pork to the pan to roast 5 to 7 minutes, which we're at 5.5 minutes now left on that. So we'll be okay. So we're gonna put this over here.
Beth says she loves the pup. Me too. He's the sweetest boy. He's a rescue dog, and he's old now. We've had him forever.
Where's Beth from?
Where are you from, Beth? White, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Said you remind her of her brother. I'm sorry, Beth.
I hope that's a good thing because we're good people. So I really hope that...
Oh, they're living in North Carolina. Oh, we're at North Carolina.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, we have someone here from Big Sky, Montana. Oh, we want to go to Montana so
my
bad.
gosh.
We want to go so bad.
Montana is my retirement place.
Yeah.
I want to be somewhere.
Oh, Beth is in Concord. We've been to Concord.
Oh,
we know
nice.
Yeah, we know
Concord.
Yep. Okay, go back to Montana.
Montana, I want enough land to where my neighbor, I have to actually get in my truck to go visit. Oh. Okay.
We live in the Myrtle Beach area, and it's so overdeveloped lately. Like, you can't go. Like, all the farmland, everything has been developed. It's
Okay, so I got
super
my pork chops. They're all seasoned. I'm getting ready to sear them on the hot pan.
Is it hot?
You hear it sizzle?
I know.
You hear it sizzle? That's what happens when you touch me.
Whatever.
Sizzle.
Oh my God. See, this is why our kids say you're cringy.
So I got that sizzling. So once that sears, then we're going to throw that in the oven. It says we're going to throw that in the oven. We're going to roast 5 to 7 minutes. I got 3.5 minutes left on the clock for that one. So timing wise, we'll be okay.
Cool.
So let's sear this.
Oh, Tracy says she's moving to Montana with us. Hey, Tracy, why don't you
Tomatoes
go first?
all day long.
Tracy, you go first. Buy the stuff. And we'll move in with you.
Sounds like a plan to me. We'll bring a lifetime supply of tomatoes. But no, Concord's a really cool place. We visited there quite often.
We have friends there, yeah.
Went to the racetrack a few times and pretty neat.
You got to drive on the racetrack there.
What's their?
Oh, Tracy says no deal.
Oh
man.
All right.
Retirement plan is now no.
Okay, so I got the pork chops seared. I'm getting ready to throw those in the oven. We're gonna roast those 5 to 7 minutes. So we're gonna watch our clock. It's 2.5 minutes on there, so another 3.5 minutes. After that, we're gonna watch that. Place chard in a large bowl. Drizzle with about 1.5 or 1 tablespoon of the garlic lemon vinaigrette. Garlic lemon vinaigrette. 1 tablespoon. Massage until the leaves soft. Oh, so you got to do this like you have to do the kale. You got to massage it. So I got 1 tablespoon. Now, if you're new tonight, these little packages here, they're just little plastic and they got the liquid in them and stuff. And if I was to cut it, I don't know if you can see that, if I was to just chop the corner off, it squirts and gets all over the cutting board. It makes a mess and you lose all your product. So what I do is I turn it 1 full turn, just like that. 1 full turn. So all I do is take a corner, 1 full turn, just like that. And I place it on my cutting board and I cut right there at the corner to corner. And look at there. Nice and neat. We're going to put 1 tablespoon into my bowl. Tablespoon into my bowl.
Not now, it's 18. That's okay.
1 tablespoon.
You're being invaded.
What's you making there? What are you doing?
I am making... Actually, we are making the pork chops with tzatziki. Tzatziki.
All right, Nathan, help him with it.
What's it? Tzatziki. Okay.
Tzatziki.
All right. I have no idea what it is, but it looks really
You know
good.
what? Isaiah's just drawn to the
smells
lights
great.
and
It
the.
smells amazing.
These smells are really good.
Life of teenage boys in the house.
We've had.
All right. So what we gotta do?
Danny says those kids need a haircut.
You
What?
are.
Okay,
Danny said you guys need a haircut.
Danny says
Danny said you guys need a haircut.
Danny can't be talking.
Yeah, he needs a haircut.
All right, so we're massaging.
Tornaforte said those boys broke our plant. Did y'all break a plant?
What? Y'all broke a plant? Oh.
Hey Google, set a
me.
timer for 3 minutes. Okay, let's get back to this meal.
Sorry.
We're gonna pull our tomatoes.
When was that?
We're gonna pull our tomatoes. We're gonna pull our tomatoes out of the oven.
No way.
Oh, I left that burner on. All right, we're gonna pull our tomatoes and garlic out of the oven. Oh, that looks so good. We got our timer going for the pork chops. We're massage the chard. We're gonna add the artichokes.
Beth said shh.
You're right, Beth. You tell them. This is what life is like with a bunch of teenage boys in the house. They come in and it's like a tornado everywhere. That's what happens. Whoosh! Everything's a mess.
Okay,
Don't they see I'm trying to cook a meal here?
Danny said massage the chard.
I did massage the chard. Chard. We're going to add our sunflower seeds, add artichokes, sunflower seeds, and half the feta cheese. Oh, my wife loves the feta cheese. Loves feta cheese. So we're going to put the sunflower seeds in. And we typically have nuts and stuff like that in our salads because it gives it a little flavor and a little crunch and a little bite. So I'm pretty excited about the sunflower seeds. We're going to do half the feta. There we go. Half the feta. Drizzle the remaining vinaigrette over it.
YouTube with edits.
There we go.
From different cameras.
Okay. There we go. We're going to mix that up. Oh, look at that. Look how green that looks. Isn't that cool? Beth, you got teenagers in your house? You want some?
They're so cute. And they did cut the grass today. Well, 2 of the 3 cut the grass today.
Okay.
We got the backyard.
I was
done.
working today.
So we're going to put this to the side.
I'll be working tomorrow.
We're doing a cooking show here, not grass cutting. Showing everybody how easy it is
Oh,
of
Tracy said y'all can come live with them, with her.
a really busy person can make a great tasting meal.
And Beth says no. She has a beagle baby.
All right, so we're waiting for the pork chops. Got another 30 seconds left on that. We're gonna pull that out of the oven, and then we gotta let those rest a little
They're
bit on
coming
cut
in to
board.
eat. That's what they're coming in for. They're coming in to raise.
They
the
better
chickens.
stay out of our food. Okay? This meal is our food.
What's our food? Chicken nuggets?
George has got something over there. Okay.
Google.
Hey, Google. Stop. All right, let's get these pork chops out.
Seriously, boy.
I'm really hungry.
Ooh.
I told my parents.
So I learned the other night, I got to make sure I put my little silicone
Mom
sleeve
was
over
like,
the pan.
I'm bringing home dinner right now. And I was like, I can eat dinner.
Okay, these boys are being a little extra. Sorry, guys. They're hungry and they're invading us.
Your phone's about to fall out of this thing.
They're hungry and they're invading us.
Your phone's about to fall out of this thing.
Out into the tzatziki.
Look at that. Doesn't that look good? Smells even better. So I gotta get these on the cutting board. We're gonna pull those over on the cutting board and they gotta let rest for just a little bit. Man, that looks so good. Mmm. Look at that. Awesome. Okay. Where are we at? We're on our step 6. Oh, we're on our last step.
That's a really big meal.
We're on our last step. So there's steps to take you all the way through the process. So even a novice like myself can make this meal. Beth, sorry about the tornado that just
The
came
long-haired
through here.
country boys
The
just left the building.
long-haired country boys.
They just left the building. We're good.
Do we have to leave them alone?
Isaiah's hungry. He worked all day. He's hungry.
Okay. So we're going to cut the pork chops into slices. Now I do have to say these are thin pork chops. Almost like, who was it from Missouri? I'm sure they have tenderloins over
Beth
there.
has 13 nephews, so she probably
Oh.
feels our pain.
There was a guy from Missouri who I'm sure is familiar with tenderloins.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about the thickness that these pork chops are. It's a thin pork chop. You know, I'm pretty familiar with the pork breaded tenderloin and made rights.
Made right.
Ooh, the restaurant made rights. Loose meat is what that was. And,
You know what? Maybe we should do your own recipe.
oh no.
No, you're not ready for
No,
that.
I'm not ready for that. No. I'm gonna
Because
keep going.
I have recipes that your mom and grandma have passed down.
I'm going to keep doing these meals. So now we're ready to plate. So let's go ahead and plate one of these. We're going to go ahead and plate one of these. Hang in there just a little bit longer, Beth. We got this. It's almost done. It's a really good finish. We're going to divide the pork chops between the plates, drizzle the tzatziki style sauce. So it comes in a little packet. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to take the corner, one full turn, and I'm going to cut right here at the corner to corner of the cut, and it gives me this little spout with no mess on my cutting board. We're going to go ahead and get our plate. My goodness, this looks good.
Excited.
Salad. Look at that. Ooh, our roasted tomatoes and garlic.
Mmm.
Roasted tomatoes and garlic. And then we're going to fan out our pork. Look at that. Drizzle our sauce. This is pork chops with tzatziki sauce. I hope I pronounced that right. This is my wife's plate. I'm gonna have her come around and
Oh, I get a taste.
try this and let you guys know. Man, smells really good.
Well, you know, I'm gonna want to taste all this. I know you don't like your food touching, but I like my all food touching.
Tell me who's awesome.
Oh,
Tell me
very
who's
good.
awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm saying
You can say it for our one person following. Say it.
this is amazing.
How
This
awesome.
is so good.
She
Oh,
just said I was amazing.
This is so good.
She just said I was amazing. Guys, thank you for keeping with me on this Green Chef meal. Pork chops with tzatziki sauce or tzatziki. Enjoyed it. I'll do another meal, another night. Thank you.